Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today we're going to take a look back at the best makeup of 2021. Of course, being a beauty YouTuber, I tried a whole heck of a lot of makeup in 2021 and I did find a lot of really great products. To film this video every year, I go back through all my videos for the entire year to see what I really loved. I review all the faves and fails, all the makeup try-on videos, all the foundation Fridays. I'm going to go through this by category. We're going to include both high-end and drugstore. I'm going to mash it up all into one video so you get to see it all in one place. It may go a little long, but I think it's better than putting it in two separate videos, right? So I'm going to do it in the order that I apply makeup. So let's start in with primer. My best primer of 2021 is the same one that I had in 2020. It is Beauty Blender, the Leveler Primer. I love this primer. I did try quite a few new primers this year. I didn't like any of them better than this guy. I still love this one. This is the only primer that I found that actually smooths my pores and keeps them looking smooth after I put on foundation. Usually with other primers, the smoothing effect goes away, and so this is still my favorite. But I did try one other primer during the year that I really liked a lot. It's from Flower Beauty. It's called the Supernova Celestial Priming Whip. This is a really cool primer, a really fun primer. It's a mousse. I'm just going to get out the tiniest bit because with a mousse, a little goes a long way. This is going to be more of a glowy primer. So glowy primers for me will usually make my pores look bigger. This one, I didn't feel like it did, but what I really liked about this is that it really kept my makeup from settling into my wrinkles. And like I had put it on one side of my face in the video that I reviewed it, and the makeup had settled on the other side of my face. And it also gives kind of a dewy, lit from within glow to your skin. In the video I tested it, I used it with a powder foundation, and it really looked beautiful with powder foundation over it. Can you see the nice glowy finish that it has, like compared to my other hand? It gives you just this beautiful lit from within glow. It's very lightweight feeling. And this was just so sheer and so lovely. It almost formed like a little film on the skin, and I really enjoyed it. All right, so moving on to foundations. I did about, I want to say 7 or 8 foundation Fridays during the course of the year. Of those, I found one new holy grail, and it is kind of my current favorite foundation, and it's from the Sephora house brand. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. This is the most beautiful foundation. I'm wearing it today. I just love how it looks on my skin. It's so skin-like, and it just has the most beautiful finish. It's not super glowy, it's not super matte. It's just like a beautiful satin, looks like skin, makes your skin look younger and better than it is. And it's inexpensive because it's from the Sephora house brand. So this is just hands down the best foundation that I found all year long. A couple of other foundations that I tried and really liked this year, but I didn't try them in a full-on Foundation Friday video. The first one is L'Oreal True Match Nude. The original L'Oreal True Match is one of my holy grail foundations. This one is just kind of a lighter version of it, and I love this one so much too. So this one, if I had done a full Foundation Friday on it, would probably be in my top 5 as a holy grail. It might even knock out the original True Match because I feel like I do like this one so much better. It's just a little bit lighter and a little bit sheerer on the skin. Again, makes my 59-year-old skin look a lot better than it actually is. It's a very lightweight serum foundation. It comes with a dropper, so that's how like nice and lightweight and fluid it is. For best powder foundation for 2021, I am gonna go with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This foundation went viral this year. I reviewed this in a trying all new makeup video, and I really liked it a lot. I felt like it made my pores look reduced. It goes on fairly matte, and it did feel a little bit drying to me when I first put it on, so might not be perfect for people with drier skin, but if you have like normal to oily skin, I felt like it was really good looking. It lasted all day, and it kind of made my pores look a little bit smaller because it was matte. It did get more dewy and more luminous looking during the day, but never shiny, never anything where I felt like I needed to touch it up. You know, when you have your sunscreen on and it's just a little bit too shiny and you need to just like boop boop really quick put on something to tone down the shine and even out your skin tone, this is what I've been reaching for, kind of on my not so much makeup days, and have been loving that this year. Then an honorable mention in foundation is going to KVD Good Apple Foundation. I did a Foundation Friday on this. This was another viral crazy product, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. But there was one aspect that it was really great for, and that was for your nose. It was really long wearing on the whole face, but it was really long wearing on my nose, especially when wearing a mask. This I felt like was a little bit heavy to wear on my whole face all day, and I didn't love it for my whole face, but when I have certain foundations that I know don't last on my nose, I'll just take a little bit of this and just put it on the end of my nose, and then I know that the redness on my nose is going to be covered all day. So that one gets a little bit of an honorable mention. All right, moving into under eye concealer. It was a tragic year for under eye concealer because my Holy Grail concealer was discontinued last year, and then the hunt started for the new Holy Grail concealer. Halfway through the year, discovered new concealer that is the new Holy Grail, and that is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. This is hands down the best concealer I've ever used. I love this concealer. It is so good. It doesn't settle in my wrinkles. It doesn't make my under eye area look older. It's got decent coverage. I mean, if you have like super dark eye bags, it might not have enough coverage for you, but it lasts all day. It's really just beautiful, beautiful concealer. So that is my #1 new concealer for this year. There were a few that I liked and did wear quite a lot. The one that I was wearing before this one came out was the Dior Forever Skin Corrector Concealer. And this one I really liked a lot, but in the end, I ended up putting these head to head and the Lancome one. And so that has become my Holy Grail, but this is also a really nice concealer. It doesn't feel drying, neither does this. This one does oxidize a little bit, so it does darken up throughout the day. Neither of them settle into wrinkles, but I just like the Lancome a little bit better. Then a couple other concealers that I really enjoyed this year were the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This is great if you have really, really dry skin. If you have super dry skin, I really wouldn't recommend the Lancome or the Dior, but this Tarte is awesome for people with drier skin. It's super emollient, a little bit goes a long way. And then the last one is this Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. I tried this just about, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago in a trying all new makeup video, and I was really wowed by this. I don't reach for it all the time because unfortunately it only comes in 3 shades. I mean, 3 shades. Kind of crazy, especially when other concealers come in so many shades that you can get a much better shade match. The shade that I have it in is a little bit leans to the pink side, and especially where I'm wearing a foundation that's like a little bit more golden-y, this just doesn't look good. So I don't reach for it a lot, but it is a really good concealer. Again, I think it's better for people with more dry skin. It's very emollient, it's very creamy, so it's not going to dry out your under eyes, and if you happen to fit one of the 3 shades, then it could be a good one for you. You know, I always set my under eye concealer with powder. I think powder makes every under eye concealer look better. My Holy Grail powders have not changed this year. They are the same as every year. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder or the Honest Beauty Invisible Blurring Powder. Those are my 2 faves. They are both fantastic. The IT is a little bit more lightweight, a little bit more sheer, and a little bit more luminous. The Honest is slightly heavier, but not much, but much more matte. If you're looking to mattify your makeup or keep an area matte for a longer while, then this is the one that you want to go with. But both very lightweight, very beautiful on the skin. I've got a new bronzer / contour that I am loving this year. It is the KVD Mod Con. This is a liquid contour. It comes in lots and lots of different shades, and it's got this big oversized doe foot applicator. You can just take this, dot it around your forehead, on your cheeks, underneath your jaw, blend, and then you've got just a really beautiful natural looking contour. This is beating the one that I had as my favorite last year, which was the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. Ounce for ounce, this is less expensive, easier to use, and comes in more colors, so Sorry, Charlotte, but KVD beat you out on this one this year. Moving on to blush, I got really into liquid blushes this year. The blush I'm wearing today is my favorite from last year, but just in a different shade. So the one I showed you last year was the Rare Beauty Blush Enjoy. This is such a gorgeous blush, but this is very pigmented and you can end up with way too much really easily. So I tried some of the other colors. I actually bought this little 3-pack that they had at Sephora. If they still have it, pick that one up because it gives you a chance to try some blushes. Then you have these small mini ones, which are great. Today I'm wearing it in the shade Peace, and I just love it. It's beautiful. I did go a little heavy-handed with it today, but I kind of wanted like a big over-exaggerated blush look today, like I had been out in the cold and just come in. They do come in a glossy blush versus a matte blush. I like the glossy ones myself because it just gives that beautiful lit from within glow on the cheeks. So a new blush that I found and fell in love with is the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Blush. This is in Coral Peach and this is the most beautiful blush. Oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. Look at that color. It's so pretty. But look how beautifully it blends in. It is just a gorgeous blush. This is a great one for a drugstore blush. I did have a rekindling of a love affair with an old favorite this year. That's the NARS blush in Orgasm. I love it. I use this all the time. I find that powder blush, when you're in a hurry, it's so much easier than cream blush. Cream blush, you like have to concentrate on what you're doing to make it blend out right. Powder blush, it's like you go and you are out the door. So I did have a little rekindling of my love for this, and I've been using this quite a lot lately. Nothing new in highlighters for me this year. I'm still loving the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for my all-time ultimate Holy Grail favorite highlighter from the drugstore. I love the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. They give you that lip from within glow, that little cheek plumping pop that just makes you look so juicy and so much more youthful. I love a good highlighter. Didn't find a new setting spray that I loved any more than the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, so sticking with that for best of 2021. Next up are eyelid primers. I have completely changed out all my eyelid primers this year. Such a shock to me. If you looked at most of my videos before move, I was using this Hourglass Veil Primer. I love this primer. It's kind of a flesh tone, a little bit of a pinky flesh, and when you put it on your eyelids, it just helps to color correct your lid. It helps to smooth the skin of your lid. It's fairly grippy though, so when you put on your eyeshadow, it tends to stay where you put it with this one. So it tends to work better for people who are, you know, more skilled with eyeshadow. If you're a beginner, it may be too grippy and the eyeshadow might not blend out enough for you, but it is a fantastic eyelid primer. Absolutely love that one. And then a drugstore option for a great eyelid primer is actually a face primer. It's this e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This is the tiny one. I picked up a little set that had 3 different e.l.f. putty primers in them, and I just popped this one on my lid one day to try it, and oh my gosh, if it didn't make the most fantastic eyelid primer. This one is white, but it doesn't really look white on your eyelid, but it does start to color correct your eyelid a little bit. And this is much less grippy, so it gives you a much smoother blend on your eyeshadow, but it keeps it from settling in your crease. It keeps it from moving around or wearing off during the day. And then an old fave that popped back into my faves this year is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I hadn't used this in years, and I did a Nordstrom video and was trying all their 5-star makeup, and this was the highest rated eyelid primer on their website, so I was like, yeah, maybe I'm missing out on something there. And sure enough, I was. I really like this, and I've used it I think every single day since I did that video. I have really been enjoying this. This one is much less grippy as well, so it gives you more of a blendy kind of eyeshadow. So it depends on what kind of eyeshadow you're looking for, if you want more of a blend or if you want more separation and grippiness. If you want grippiness, I would go with the Hourglass Veil. If you want more of a blend, I would go with the Urban Decay or the e.l.f. All right, moving on to eyeshadow. Drumroll please. I feel like we're all looking for that best, most beautiful eyeshadow palette. And I think that it is gonna be no surprise to a lot of you that my #1 palette of 2021 was the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette. I went nuts for this palette. It is just so beautiful. I still use it every single day. I think I discovered it back in the early spring. I probably use this, if you look back at my videos, on 90% of my videos that I put out last year. This was just the palette for me. I mean, look at those colors. It's a cool palette, but it's not overly cool. It does tend very neutral, and I have been searching high and low for just neutral eyeshadows this year. I feel like every other palette I look at, it's so orange and so pink or so blue and so green. It's too much color for me for my everyday life. And I love the mix of mattes and shimmers in here. There are so many standout colors in here, but there are so many different eye looks that you can do with this palette. And 30 pans for like $32. It is a great value and definitely my #1 eyeshadow palette for the entire year. From the drugstore, my #1 palette for the year is this tiny little Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. This one is in Walking on Eggshells. For a tiny little palette, this is a workhorse. This palette can do so much. And you know, what I love about it, of course, is that it has a nice pale colored neutral shade to blend in your crease. If a palette doesn't have a pale to medium neutral matte to do your crease blending, then it is of absolutely no use to me. This one is a little bit more on the warm side, but it's not like an orangey warm. It's just the most beautiful shade because it's like your skin, only it's like a half a shade or 1 shade darker, and it's beautiful. And then the shimmers in here are also gorgeous. This color over here, this is like my favorite. It's brown, but on the eye, it is just the most beautiful shade. Absolutely gorgeous shades in here for, I think this is like a $3 or $5 palette. Fantastic. All right, eyeliner is next. We had the tragedy of tragedies. Our favorite Holy Grail eyeliner was discontinued. Can we have a moment of silence for the Marc Jacobs highliners? Why? Why Marc Jacobs? Why? Why Santa Claus? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? So I spent a lot of the year looking for a replacement for that Marc Jacobs liner. I think the closest thing that I found that I like almost as much is from Makeup Forever. They are these Aqua Resist liners. So I've got 2 of them here. The best color that they have is this one in bronze. This is a real beauty. It's kind of an olive green. It's got a nice amount of shimmer to it. This is a mechanical pencil, much like the Marc Jacobs. It even has the little sharpener in the back end like the Marc Jacobs. I feel like this formula is very similar. It wears very well. It goes on about the same as the Marc Jacobs. Just going to swatch these 2. This one is bronze. This one I think is called Iron. So there they are, bronze and iron. Very pretty. For eyeliners, they stay in the waterline pretty well. I have moved away a little bit from the Sephora contour liners and more into the Sephora retractable liners. It seems to me that these are very similar to the contour liners, except that they're a mechanical pencil, and I kind of like a mechanical pencil a little bit better. I think my favorite one is Shimmer Taupe. I love this one. It makes a great lower liner. My other favorite one is this dark blue called Slate. Let me just pop it over here. So there's Shimmer Taupe, there's Slate, and this one is bronze and iron. So the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist and the Sephora retractable liners are my top 2 liners for 2021. I did try a couple of other liners that I liked a lot. One of them is from Trish McEvoy, the gel eyeliner, and this one is in Arabian Nights. I got the dark blue, and it is beautiful blue. I gotta say, it doesn't stay in the waterline as well as the other 2 that I've already showed you, but if you like more of a heavier eyeliner look, this is a really soft gel, so a lot of it comes off on your eye. And then another one that I liked a lot this year is from NYX. It's their Slide On Glide On, definitely a turn on waterproof extreme shine eyeliner. This one is in Golden Olive. This is another gel eyeliner, not a mechanical pencil. It needs to be sharpened. This I feel like is kind of a dupe for the Makeup Forever eyeliner in bronze. So if that's out of your price range, try this NYX one. This is beautiful. So here are all the eyeliners. These are the last two that I showed you here. So this one is the NYX. This one is the Trish McAvoy. All right, mascara is up next. There is no change in my favorite drugstore mascara. I'm still in love with the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara in the little genie bottle. This one is fantastic. I love it. But I do have some new mascaras to show you. I do have a new Holy Grail mascara that I discovered early on in the year. It is Lancome Idole Mascara. This has got to be the best mascara I have ever used. I am so in love with this mascara. It does everything that you want a mascara to do. It gives you length, it gives you volume, your lashes look silky and beautiful. I've been a Lancome mascara fan for a long time, but none of the other mascaras for me ever worked without also using their primer, which is called Sil Booster. And it always kind of annoyed me that you had to buy two products. Well, this is the first Lancome mascara where you don't need both products. You don't need the Sil Booster to make this one work, to make it define your lashes, to make them look like more lash than you have. It's fantastic mascara. But two other mascaras that I tried this year that I really liked a lot. So the drugstore one is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I tried this one in a trying all new makeup video and I was really impressed with this, especially with the length that this gave my lashes. So if you have a decent amount of lash volume, but you just need them to be like longer, like telescoping out, then this is going to be the mascara for you. Another mascara that I liked a lot was this Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This one I was actually impressed with. I have tried a few Ilia products, didn't love them, so I was kind of surprised that I actually liked this as much as I did, but this was another really good one. It definitely gave me those same kind of lashes that I like, where they were, you know, longer and more volume and separated, but they looked very natural and very silky and very like lash-like. So that's a good one. All right, eyebrows next. I've actually switched eyebrow products. I can't believe it. I loved the Glossier Boy Brow and the Glossier Brow Flick for so long, and I'm surprised that anything really took their place, but I tried this Benefit Brow Pomade this year and I was a convert. I like it. I more than like it. I love it. I've used it in most videos that I had my brows done this year. I just find it so easy to use. And what I like about it is that it colors more like the skin behind my brows. So, you know, if you are brow hair challenged, it's easier to use than a brow pencil, and it just looks so natural and so beautiful. So I've been using and loving that. And then I use this NYX brow glue. If you have unruly brows and you want that like brow laminated look, this will give you that. This really will hold your brows in place. Last but not least is lippies. A couple of new lip liners that I found this year that I love. I do still love my Holy Grail lip liner, which is the Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner in nude. If you look at probably 80% of my videos from last year, that's the lip liner that I was wearing. Unless I was wearing the NYX Glide On Slide On, definitely a turn on extreme color something lip liner. This one is in nude suede shoes. I actually bought it in two colors, but I love this for a nice nude lip liner. This keeps my lipstick or my lip gloss in place. It doesn't let it slide up into my lip lines, and great drugstore price point. NYX really makes a lot of my favorite, you know, makeup products and everything, so that's a really good one to try. My other favorite new lip liner of the year is from BK Beauty. It's their Everlast lip liner. This one is in Sweet Pea. I love this one because it's a mechanical pencil and it has that nice slanted tip there, and these are so creamy and so easy to apply. They just make your lips look so beautiful. I actually like this lip liner so much just as it is. I'll usually just put on the lip liner and then a little gloss and go. What I'm wearing today on my lips is one of my favorite products of the year. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. This is a great lip product. If you have dry lips but you want to put on something with a little color, this is awesome. This is in the shade Orchid. It is a beautiful nude color. It's got that maracuja oil in it. It makes my lips feel so good, especially this time of year, and it's such a perfect color. I'm constantly on the hunt for the perfect nude, and this Orchid is like the perfect nude. So you don't even need a lip gloss over it because it's nice and glossy and your lips won't get dried out using this. So that's a good one. Then a couple more lipsticks that I've been loving this year. The first one is this MAC lipstick in Laissez-Faire. This is a beautiful color, kind of a nude, but a little bit pinkier than this Juicy Lip in Orchid. Here's what Laissez-Faire looks like. I love that color and I love this formula. This one is a little bit more, it's a cream lipstick, so it's not drying on the lips, but sometimes I do prefer it with just a tiny bit of a lip gloss over it, so sometimes I'll put a little gloss over that. My other favorite lipstick of the year is from BK Beauty. This is their new launch. This is my favorite shade. This one is called Kindness. This is another beautiful nude color. So this is Kindness right here. This is a gorgeous color and a gorgeous lipstick. This has sweet almond oil in it. So again, it won't be drying to your lips. These feel so good going on. They don't run up into your lip lines and they don't make your lips look older or wrinklier. They make your lips look so like youthful and soft and pillowy. They're just beautiful. And then my favorite lip glosses for this year are same old, nothing new in lip glosses. I love the Maybelline Lifter glosses. This one is in Moon. And of course the Buxom full-on lip plumping gloss. These are my favorites. This is one of my best colors. This is Dolly. And it's just a soft pink color. It gives your lips a sheer wash of color while giving them a really nice hydrating kiss of moisture. So this is Dolly, this is Moon. These are super comfortable lip glosses. They're not overly sticky or overly gloopy. Of course, you're going to need brushes to apply all this makeup going forward in 2022. So my best of 2021 brushes are, of course, my brush set. I came out with a brush set in collab with BK Beauty this year. We launched the brush set over the summer. You guys responded so amazingly to it. Thank you so much. You guys bought them all in a matter of a few weeks, and they were sold out for a couple of months there. Then they were restocked for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You sold out those. And now they've been restocked again. So now they're back in stock. They're still only available as the set, but I believe they are going to start selling them separately early on in 2022. So if you're waiting to just get the amazing concealer brush, then that will be happening probably in the next couple of months. This one is a game changer for under eye concealer, especially for mature under eyes. You guys know that everything I do is geared towards more mature skin, and of course my brushes are too. These will help you get your makeup on so much better. So they're back in stock at BK Beauty. Of course, I always have my ongoing BK Beauty discount code, which is Angie10 for 10% off. So you could get my brushes, you can grab their lip liners or lipsticks for 10% off. The other BK Beauty brushes that were faves in 2021, and that would help you to complete your brush set if you got my set plus a couple of BK brushes, are the BK 101. This is my Holy Grail foundation brush. This literally changed how I put on foundation for the better forever. I stopped using a sponge when I started using this. Makeup just goes on so beautifully with this brush. It's gorgeous. You can get 10% off on that one. And then I really have fallen in love with this BK 106 this year. This is the one that I use to blend out like my contour and my highlighter, and it is another beautiful brush. Like all the BK brushes, they're so soft, so luxurious, professional quality brushes. So definitely check out BK Beauty brushes if you are looking to up your makeup game this year, because tools do make all the difference when applying all this wonderful new makeup that I discovered in 2021 that works so well on more mature skin. So that is it for today's video, everyone. If you found the video helpful and informative, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. Take care, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.